It's the agents of Nightvault!
And we're once more back here in the Mirrored City in the freezing garage.
In the freezing garage of the Mirrored City!
And we are playing old versus new once again.
We are,
and
really old.
Tonight I'm bringing the Eyes of the Nine to the table.
Bringing in the change.
And Pete has brought his Sepulchral guard with him.
Sepulchral guard.
I haven't played them for ages.
You haven't? No, I haven't played the Eyes of the Nine for a while. Now, of course, since we last played, there has been a new BAR list, which, to be honest, I was not. Well, I mean, I was quite pleased that Extreme Flank was got rid of, and quite pleased that Sudden Growth and the other card were restricted. However, they were all in my deck that I had planned for tonight.
Same for me.
So I had to go back and change it all.
I still feel that Extreme Flank just could have been re-FAQ'd.
I think so.
And it would have been a better world for everybody.
I almost wonder whether they might bring a different version out of the card later in the day.
Season 3 or something.
With a slightly different, with a better wording.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I just feel like it's actually quite a good card and tactically could be quite interesting, but they muddied the waters with the terrible FAQ, and I'm guessing they just thought we're not going to try and backpedal.
Screw it. Just get rid of it. It's easier.
But
that
I do think, as I said on our video about the changes, I do think it hits the these guys, Eyes of the Nine, probably the guard as well.
Got that? Yeah,
the changes quite
Extreme
badly.
Flank was just a standard card in the.
Yeah.
But with this layout that we've got, it would be trickier because if you had somebody here, you could go there. But if you've got somebody over this side, you've got to go all the way over there. If you change the wording of it,
exactly.
And if you're over here,
I think it would be worth to. But anyway.
But we digress. So anyway, here we are. It's Sepulchral Guard versus the Eyes of the Narn.
And ringing the changes, I won the roll.
Robin won the roll, and he didn't want to.
I didn't want to win that. Anybody who's seen my deck review will understand why. But we'll roll with it.
And I think anybody who's watched my deck review will understand that I'm okay with this.
Okay.
But I'd also planned that I thought I was like 99% sure Robin's not going to win this.
Well, exactly. I was saying to Pete just before we came on air that I had actually realised when I was thinking about the game today that I had completely forgotten to imagine what might happen if I only had 2 objectives in my half.
It's not even an option.
Because it never happens. But it has.
What happens when I win this roll? Oh, God. So, I picked this board, Robin picked that board, and we've gone this way round, and I've got 3 objectives over my side. I've got 1, 4 and 5, and Robin's got 2 and 3. So we picked our cards, but before we show them off and decide who's going to go first, we've got to see who gets to place first. So before we actually go any further, you did actually get rid of some cards, didn't you, Robin?
I did. Again, people who see my deck might understand why, but I got rid of Escalation, Supremacy, and another one. And Shining Example.
Oh, it's painful.
I think I could have possibly scored 1, but I would have struggled to score.
Escalation would be tricky.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So, anyway, they've gone.
Such is life.
Yes.
So we can crash on.
Yes.
Largely doesn't matter, I guess, overall, but we might as well follow protocol. Robin's juggling his dice, and the Eyes of the Nine get...
just a crit.
Just a crit.
Just a crit. Just a crit.
And I've got...
Sepulchral Guard.
Not at all.
Nothing. Oh, it's 2 rolls in a row.
I'm not enjoying this. My rolls are sucking. But normally, my rolls are really good at this point, and then I roll terribly in the game. So maybe it is a change of fates.
I will let you, Mr. Fates, choose.
Okay, so I will place my first petitioner.
Where's your first petitioner going to go?
Yeah. Mr. Crawley out the ground. It's going to go over the back there.
Mr. Out of the Ground Crawley. Oh, no excuse for not getting the things right this time. I'm going to place Narvia here.
Narnia? That's a different system. Mr. Furcoat over the back there.
Okay. I'm going to place Turosh here.
Ooh, up front. Okay, I'm going to put Mr. Dramatic Pose over there.
Drama Pose. I'm going to put Kacharik here.
I'm going to put the Harvester here.
You're waiting for me, aren't you? Sit there going, come on, place a figure. I'm going to put the man Watermus here.
Kacharik? No, he's next to Kacharik.
Kacharik.
Watermus.
Pete, do you mind if I break protocol slightly? I've put these round the wrong way. Do you mind if I switch them over?
Cheats! But that impacts my entire setup. No, I don't mind.
Thank you. I don't know.
I think you did that in another game where we had a similar setup to this.
I did. I just wasn't really. It's the usual thing. We're chatting away,
blah blah blah.
Doing the intro. You guys are listening. I wasn't really actually thinking about what I was doing.
I put a load of Stormcast out. Terribly sorry. Okay, so the rest of my people. I'm going to put the champion right up there. The Prince of Dust, or rather, Prince of Dust, and the big man himself, the Warden.
Big man himself.
Up front and centre. So there we are.
Well,
there we go.
Turosh has just soiled himself.
No one said anything about this. Shut up and charge.
Shut up and charge.
Okay, so there we go. That's the layout. Let's show you our cards and then we'll roll to see who goes first. So we're going to roll, see who goes first, and I'll roll first because you get a bonus crit already for the eyes. So
crit.
The guard gets
a crit and a single, so I need at least a single.
At least a single to draw it. Oh, I think you smashed it.
Oh, 2 crits.
This is very unusual.
I'm using up my crits.
You are. So what are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
What you going to do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys.
Okay.
Or dead boys.
Okay, I'm going to go first.
No.
And for my first activation, this might be a mistake, but I'm going to put Navia on guard.
Ooh. Oh, so Navia's on guard. All right, power step.
No, I've got nothing.
Nothing. I'm going to play Inspiration Strikes on the champion.
On the champion.
So Monsieur Champignon is now inspired. Anything for you? No. Okay. I had a plan, and it's going to all go out the window now. Immediately. But it's important that I try this, because I've inspired my champion for a very good reason, because he now rolls 3 hammers rather than 2.
Nice.
And he has cleave.
Oh, double nice. Although I've only Chariot's got shields.
Yes.
Oh no, Navi's got shields as well, actually.
Oh yeah, it's a good point, but she's miles away.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to Chush.
It's almost like that. It was deliberate.
Ooh, okay. So I'm going to ignore the dangling carrot, and I'm going to go chop it in half instead. So the champion's going to go 1, 2 to there. Okie dokie. So I've got 3 hammers here. 1 hammer.
1 hammer.
That is not the odds that I should be getting.
And I got nothing.
So 2 damage.
2 damage is enough to kill him.
He's been chopper-lated.
That's not a good start. Sadly, I don't score martyred.
And I do score what armor?
Oh, at last!
Woo! First time. So I got 2 glory for that.
Oh.
Draw another card. And the champion does have the charge marker now. I'm not going to do anything in my power step at the moment.
Neither am I.
So on to your second go.
Okay, my second activation, I'm going to make a charge action.
Ooh, a charge. Oh, she has range. I forgot about that.
With Navia, she's going to charge there. And lose a guard counter.
So she's shooting at the champignon.
Yes. And I can never remember. I think I read in the FAQ that change of tactics actually scored at the end of the attack.
I think change of tactics, yes, is scored right at the end.
So I won't score. I am going to end up scoring charge.
We're going to put it there just so you remember.
Yeah, but I will. So I go 3 swords.
3 swords.
And old Navia. On the Prince of Dust, by the way.
On the Prince of Dust.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a crit.
Ooh, a crit.
So she only does 1 damage. You do need a crit, though.
Do need a crit. No dodges here.
Oh, he got it!
Boom.
That is a draw.
But you can push me back because it is a draw.
We'll push him back to there.
Okay.
But I don't inspire because it wasn't successful. She had to make a successful attack. But I do score change of tactics.
Woo. So you get a glory for that one if nothing else.
Glory for change of tic tacs.
You draw a new card.
I have nothing to do in my power step.
Right, I've got nothing to do either, so on to my turn. For my second go, I'm going to use the Warden's ability to move 2 of my minions. So I can choose 2 fighters and make a move action with them. I'm going to move Mr. Crawley out the ground 1 to there. I'm going to move Mr. Dramatic Pose 1, 2 to there. And into my power step, I'm going to put Champion's Fortitude on the Sepulchral Warden, I think.
That's the
Reroll a defense
dice one.
Just in case. I forgot how much range you got. And that's me.
For my third activation, I'm going to use Vortimus's ability.
Ooh.
And I'm going to conjure the blue horror. I'm going to put him here.
Oh my god!
In my power step, I'm going to use sidestep. Sidestep him onto there. I'm going to then use my glory point, if you're not doing anything else, to play Tome of Vitality on the blue horror.
So he's now got
3 wounds. Okay.
So he's got 3 wounds.
He's got 3 wounds now.
And when he dies and becomes the Brimstone Horror, he has 2 wounds?
Yes. Well, yes, he'll go to 1 and then therefore have 2.
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm going to play Great Strength on the Sepulchral Warden.
Oh.
It now attacks 3 damage. So on to my 3rd activation, and I'm going to just stand there and have a stab at the Blue Horror.
Okie dokie.
So it's 2 hammers, and I get single and double assists, and whatever I get, you've got to beat me, because you can't be pushed back.
Oh, yes.
A hammer and a double assist.
So I need a crit.
You need a crit.
No.
So he's
you've
dead.
Killed him, and he
Yep.
gets replaced
By the Brimstone.
Horror.
And sadly, I do not get any glory for that.
No.
Cheated. Okay. And in my power step, I'm going to play Ephemeral Shield. So it's +1 defense if you attack me in the next turn for the first attack.
Okay.
And that's it for my 3rd activation.
In my 4th activation, 4th and final activation, I'm going to make a move action with Kacharik over here.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Sorry. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4 onto there.
And in your step of power?
In my power step, I have nothing to do.
I similarly have nothing to do either. So my 4th go around, I'm just going to take another stab at the Brimstone Horror, so I can kill him now. I might get glory for it if I do.
Yeah.
So 2 hammers again and single and double assists. Oh dear. Okay, so on to the power step, and I've got nothing that I wish to do.
I'm going to play Deceitful Step.
Ooh, what's that?
Choose a friendly fighter that is not adjacent to an enemy fighter and roll a dice.
Ooh.
A magic dice. On the roll of lightning, I can place them on a starting hex. Otherwise, I can put them on an objective.
So you really won't want a lightning.
I really don't want a lightning.
Really don't want a lightning. Oh!
Crit.
So you've got our only way out then, I guess? Because I know I have. On to the end phase then, I
nothing
presume.
else?
Nothing else for
Okay.
me? Unless you've got anything else?
Nope.
End phase it is.
End
And
phase.
you went first.
I went first. I have scored, keep them guessing,
Nice.
for 2. And I have scored Bind the City,
Oh, nice.
which is not our only way out, but it's very similar.
It's pretty close. Another 2.
Another 2. And I'm going to spend one of those. I didn't score the 3rd one. I'm going to spend one of those 2.
I presume you're keeping your 3rd one?
I haven't decided yet.
You have to decide before you move on to the next step, I
Do you?
believe.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I believe you have to score and then discard, and then upgrade and discard, and then repick everything.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm definitely going to keep that one. So I think I'm going to hang on to it,
Okay.
which I might regret, but equally I might not.
We shall find out.
And so I'm going to draw 2 new ones, but I don't draw those till. But then I make a decision as to what I do. So I'm going to play Tome of Diseases, one of those Brimstone Horrors.
What's that do?
For an action, I can choose an adjacent enemy fighter, and they suffer 1 damage.
Ooh.
And I'm actually going to bin Transfixing Stare because this I don't think is the most useful warband to have it on.
Against this
to have
Sepulchral card.
Yeah, it is.
Your movement of 2 is now 0.
It's my anti-Moloch card.
Yeah.
And you didn't play Moloch, so
You've stopped me from scoring any of my objectives. Not that I'm bitter by that. At all. I'm going to get rid of Frugal, and I'm going to get rid of Change of Tactics.
I didn't spend.
I'm going to keep the other one. Actually, no, I'm going to get rid of Our Only Way Out as well, because that kind of, I've got that. So
I didn't know if you hadn't told me.
I thought it was obvious from what I was going
But
for.
I assume you had Supremacy, actually.
Yeah.
I assume you've still got Supremacy, so I would still be working on you going for it.
So I'm going to get rid of all my objectives, all change please, and I'm going to keep my 1 ploy and draw 4 more. So everything up. So let's roll for the second round. What do the eyes get?
Eyes gets 1 crit and a single.
Ooh, okay, so the skellies get... Oh, just the single and a double. Not enough. So over to you, Robin.
I'm going to let you go first.
Okay. Okay, so onto my first activation. I'm going to charge with the champion. think I've got to go for it, seeing as you're rolling shields there, and he has cleaves. That's kind of what he's built for.
Yeah.
So he's going to go 1-2 to there. So, Mr. Champion, 3 hammers, 2 damage. It is enough to kill Narvia. Oh, 1 hammer. My dice have gone to...
So I need a crit.
You do need a crit.
I don't get one.
So she's chopped.
You kill Narvia. I scored. Martyred.
Boo! You suck! Got a charge token there. And in my power step, I'm going to play the Tomb of Vitality on the champion. Give him +1 wound. Anything for you?
I'm going to put the Tome of Offerings on the Brimstone Horror.
What does that do?
That's +1 damn. That's +1 glory if I kill him. If I kill anybody.
Oh right, yeah. Goodness.
I'm going to play Acrobatic on Vortibus.
Ooh. So he's now rolling 2 dodges currently, and possibly 3 if you manage to get him inspired.
I'm going to play the Tome of Warfare on the Brimstone Horror.
Flipping neck. So what's that one do?
That one, choose this fighter or adjacent action though. Choose this fighter or adjacent fighter, they get +1 dice for the next attack action. And I'm going
so that's an action?
That's an action.
Okay, so he's got 2 actions now he can do.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
And I'm going to put Great Fortitude on him as well.
So he's now got 3 wounds?
3 wounds, yeah.
Okay, 3 wounds. He's got 2 different kinds of action. He gets an extra glory if he kills someone, and he's still doing 1 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And finally, I'm going to use my final card. Inspire Command. And put him on guard.
Nicely done. What's Inspired Command do? Oh, that's pick a fighter.
Yeah, pick a fighter, and I can put them on. I can push them up to 1 hex, or put them on guard. Not both. Like I did last, not like I did last week.
Stinking cheat.
But I've learnt from my mistakes. That's the most important thing.
Only because I messaged you.
Yeah, I know. But
do you know what you did?
Well, I've learned.
Okay, so now you've played every single card you've got.
Yes, that's pretty much.
Is it
pretty much true? So I'm going to attack the Prince of Dust for my first activation with the Brimstone Horror.
Okay. 3 swords?
2.
Just 2?
Because he's less good than the blue.
Oh, but horror. Isn't it the first time he attacks, he can do it twice?
After the first reaction, after the first time this fighter makes this attack action in a phase, make another attack action with this fighter. Yes, thank you, Peter. I had completely forgotten that.
I do like shooting myself in the foot.
Thank you. So I can do this twice. So it's two swords needed. A crit and a sword.
Oh, for the love of Pete. Okay, so that's 1 damage to the prince.
Yes, because you can't.
I can't stop that with just 1 defence.
And then I'm going to.
As your reaction?
And my reaction, I'm going to do it again. Hammer and a sword. So I do get a sword, so you do need a crit because you can't be pushed back.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, I got it.
Have it.
Can't believe it. You're so lucky with those dice rolls.
Just give me this one thing, alright? I just need this one thing. Anything in your power step?
No, I've got no power cards left.
I've got nothing to do in your power step either then. So, on to my second activation. I'm going to hit you back. Prince is going to slap you in the face with his club.
Prince is going to slap you.
Prince of Dust is going to hit you. Now he rolls 2 hammers and I get single assists. And he has knockback 1.
Oh.
Only 1 damage though. Oh.
So hammer.
There's hammer.
And there's
Right,
nothing.
So 1 damage to you.
1 damage.
And I'm going to go boink, 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 boink.
Okay.
So I'm going to play Terrifying Screams.
And what does that do?
Shoving one back to there. It's basically distraction.
Okay.
Just in case you want to kill the prince, you're going to have to charge to do it. And I have nothing else in my power step. You have no cards, so it's on to your second go.
My second go. So I am going to make a charge action on your prince.
No.
Go 1, 2, 3, back to there.
No. So you do lose your guard token.
Oh, do I forgot that?
Ooh.
Never mind. 2 swords.
Here we go.
Oh, it rolled off a crit. 2 doubles, but I get to do the reaction.
No, only the first time.
After this first time misfaction in a phase. Sorry, it's in a phase. I was thinking it was in a...
Oh wow, so it's every phase.
It's every phase,
nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So, yes.
So nothing in your power step because you have nothing. So on to my go. My third go around, and I'm going to stab you with the Warden.
Okay.
The Warden rolls 2
assists.
hammers, I get single and double assists, and if you have to beat me because you can't be pushed back. Oh, wow. So one double assist.
Oh, yeah. So
you do need to beat me with a crit or he's dead. Oh, what's it, you?
we've got crit.
Okay. And in the power step, I have nothing.
Okay, well, I still got no power cards. So I have got nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make a move action with Vortimus. To there. Boop, boop, boop.
So on my 4th go round, I'm just going to use the Sepulchral Warden's ability to move these 2 guys. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Oh,
so.
I'm such an idiot.
Well, I've been saying it for a long time, but... 1 move took on, 1 move took on.
You can leave that in. I'm an idiot. Everybody will be screaming, telling you're an idiot.
What are you doing, you idiot? And in my power step, I surprisingly have nothing to do.
I wasn't thinking.
So, Robin, onto your 4th go.
My 4th go. Just going to take a power card.
Okay, that's it. Power step. Nothing. So, onto the end phase. And I went first this time. So, I scored escalation thanks to you. There's 2 glory there. And I've scored well guarded.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to keep my last card. I'm going to put Undying onto the Prince of Dust. So up him a little bit. And of my last 2 cards, I'm going to get rid of Darts Macabre. And I'm going to keep my other card.
Okay.
And I'm going to draw 2 objectives and 4 power cards.
Well, all I'm going to say is that this was an object lesson in not putting your card down on the table and then forgetting what you had in your hand. But I did score singled out. I don't know why I'm showing it over there, but I did score singled out.
Proof I did.
So I just get 1. And I could have had the other one, but I did something stupid.
And you're not going to tell me because you're going to keep off it, I presume?
I'm going to get rid of it just for the laugh, because I should have scored it. I got our only way out, and I moved off the objective.
Oh, Robin. Oh, Robin.
There was a reason why. I think I'd imagined he was already dead. But you didn't attack him, and then I just moved him off. I thought, oh, you're going to kill him.
Away,
yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I'm going to drop the last 2. Oh, I really should have remembered what I had in my deck because that I ruined. I'm not going to score one of those. Never mind. Yeah. And I'm going to keep 1 power card. I'm going to drop the other 5.
Okay. So with it being 6-7, this could be quite vital. So Robin, it's up to you. What do the eyes get?
The eyes get.
The eyes
just get a double.
They maybe don't have it. Just a double eye. And I get the guard.
Ooh, many
eyes. All right then. So I think I might regret this, but I think I'm going to have to go first here. Okay. So for my first activation, I am going to charge with Monsieur Champignon.
And
he's going to go 1, 2, 3.
Quick retreat, or whatever it was called.
Quick thinker.
Quick thinker, that was it.
Unfortunately, you weren't so quick with the thinking there, so it didn't.
So he's charged.
He has charged. So I'm going to roll 3 hammers and I get single and double assists. Now you do have an out, so I can't auto kill him.
Well,
so we shall see.
Not auto killing is good.
3 hammers though.
So I need that crit.
Oh no!
Rolled off.
He has been chopped. So I do get a glory for that.
Or do you?
Or do I?
I'm just wondering whether to play last chance. I'm not going to play last chance.
Ooh. And in my power step, I'm going to play acrobatic on the Sepulchral Warden. And I'm going to play anything for you.
No.
And I'm going to play Ancient Commander on him as well.
I mean, you can move 3 people.
He can move 3 people rather than 2.
Okay. So I'm going to use my first activation to use Vortimus's ability to summon the blue horror, and I'm going to pop him on here.
Sorry. Power step.
I have nothing to play.
So on my second go round, I'm just going to put the Sepulchral Warden on guard. And in my power step, I have nothing to do.
So in my first activation, I'm going to draw a card.
Your first activation? That's your second.
Second activation, sorry. Sorry.
And in your power step?
Nothing to do.
So on my third activation, I'm just going to use the Warden's ability to move people 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1.
You haven't got supremacy then?
No. And nothing on my power step.
Okay, I've got nothing. My third activation, I'm going to draw another card.
Yep.
I'm going to play Tomb of Glories on the blue horror.
Nice. Nice, very nice. I've realised I've been going for keep them guessing. I've done a charge, I've gone on guard, and I've used his ability. Oh, I could just move someone. No, yes, and I've moved someone, so I do get keep them guessing at least. I was sitting there for a minute thinking I need to make an attack, and I can't make an attack.
Right.
But I don't have to do that at least. So I've
you
scored
did attack
keep
at the
them
beginning
guessing.
anyway. You
I charged.
I see.
I charged.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm sitting there thinking charge, guard, move,
Right.
attack, but I can use the Warden's ability to move people.
Yeah,
so
that's a card ability.
so
It's 2 for 1, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So I managed to get that. So I'm okay on that one. So on my fourth go, I'm going to get rid of a card, an objective. I'm going to get rid of Superior Tactician because I can't score it by 1. And I'll pick up another one. And if it's going to be Supremacy, I've just realised I'm going to swear even more.
2 of us screwing up.
That's what I've got!
That's 2 of us screwing up our multiple objective things.
And in my power step, I'm going to go and drink heavily.
Okay. I am going into doing a power step. So I'm going to take another card. And then I'm not going to do anything. I've got 8 power cards. Not 7 power cards.
So we're into the end phase then.
You went
Unless you've
first.
got anything in the power step.
No, you went first.
So I scored Chosen Champion and I've scored Keep Them Guessing, which gives me 3. Now, had I not been an absolute moron, I could have scored Supremacy, which I picked up right at the end. So
If
that
it's
would have given
any
me.
consolation, Pete, I do have distraction.
Okay,
So I would have knocked the person off.
Good.
But naturally,
So-
you might be more pissed off.
good. Possibly. However, I'm pretty pissed off with myself for being an absolute moron in the first place and doing that. But yeah, there we go. So
This guy's How Not to Play Objective Collection by Pete and Robin
yeah,
tonight.
an absolute unmitigated up. I think what I should have done is I should have made you go first because I'm going for objective. I've done this so many times. I always make this mistake. I always go first because I think I need to kill the blue horror, and I didn't really need to kill him straight away. I could have left it a turn
No,
or
and
two.
in fact, you should have gone first and killed him in the last turn. So you should have let me go first and then tried to kill him in the last turn,
Yeah.
because if you killed him in the last turn, I couldn't bring him back.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I'd have run away.
I don't know if you would have been able to stay away from me though.
I've got ready for action.
Okay.
So
well,
I would have-
which way would you have gone?
I would have gone. Actually, I've got the Fameway Crystal as well.
Oh, okay.
So I'd have gone over here.
Yeah.
So I think it would have been tough. But I mean, it was a possibility. That I think if you're playing a tome deck, you've really got to try. Being on the Brimstone Horror and playing a tome deck, the last round is a bit squeaky bum if you're second, because if you get killed on the last turn,
Yeah,
you can't bring it
your
back.
your SOL pretty
Yeah.
much. But with the deck I've got and the warband
I haven't
I've
actually
got,
scored yet, though. I might not have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So I believe you do this before you do your objectives. No, you don't. You do. No, so actually, no. How many have you got?
Not enough.
Just
10. Just 10.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to really pissed off with me there because I'm going to call catching up first,
Yep.
and then I'm going to score Acolyte the Cataphraser, which I get. So
gives
that's
you 5.
and then at the end I also have Frugal.
Nice. So how many have you scored? About 15, is that? 14 plays 10. Had I not been a moron and picked the right order, I possibly would have Supremacy as well.
Yeah.
And it'd be 13 plays 14.
Yeah. Although to be fair, if I hadn't been a moron, I'd have got anyway out last round.
Yeah, that's true. And then you'd have scored a couple more than me still. So
Yeah.
either way, yeah.
It was a better game though, wasn't it? Or
No.
not? No. Okay.
Didn't really enjoy it. It's just by the time we got to about the second turn, in that last phase, I knew I'd lost.
Yeah, I know.
I knew I couldn't beat you.
Yeah.
And I've got none of the cards that I needed. I couldn't stop you at all in any way. And I don't know what it is, because we aren't collaborating right now on what decks Robin and I pick. The Gerzag versus the Hunt deck and this one, we didn't collaborate at all. But you've managed to pick the ideal deck to go up against this warband, because you load him up with tombs and I just can't get to him. I can't stop him and I can't kill him.
It could be that I'm just brilliant at picking decks.
Could be. It could be. I do wonder if I'm just at picking decks, because I'm always moaning about my cards. Maybe it's because I can't pick a deck to save my life. So anyway, there we go.
I think the Tomb deck is Tomb. You've got me doing it now. I think the Tome deck is is hard to beat in the right circumstances.
But I don't think this warband and this.
It's not
it
ideally
just
suited.
cannot-
It's
it
not
cannot beat
ideally.
that
It's not
deck.
ideally suited. You don't think?
No, not a hope. I've got no real moving cards.
Right.
I have got in my deck. I have got Fameway Crystal, and I think I can't remember if I took Hidden Paths. I don't think I took Hidden Paths. The only other thing that I might have been able to use, which could have been useful, which was right at the bottom of my deck, was Frozen in Time. Because if I'd killed him and I played that on Vortimus, he wouldn't be able to do anything for the whole phase.
Oh yeah.
That would have been my only chance.
Oh, I'd have been pissed off then.
Because it would have been right at the bottom. So possibly I've got one out.
Yeah.
That this.
Is that the only? Is that the only Is it? Does it work anywhere on the board? Frozen in time?
Yes. Choose an enemy fighter, roll a defense dice on a shield or a crit. That fighter cannot make any actions or be damaged this phase.
Ooh.
So had that come out, could have possibly been a
I've got
different game.
misdirection in here, but it hasn't come out. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What can you do? Play better, I guess, but that doesn't seem to be an option for me. So 13 plays, was it 14 plays 10?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think I could have done anything differently in that game,
No. I'm
apart from play better. I mean, the dice weren't that bad this time round. Dice were all right for me. Just, unfortunately, just not the deck to take on.
I'm not sure. I think
deck.
I kind of got the edge in the first round, didn't I? When I scored the 3 objective one, you didn't.
Yes, because I had in the first round, I had What Armour, which I scored. I then had I had What Armour, which I scored, and then I had Our Only Way Out and Frugal, and I had Change of Tactics. I couldn't score Change of Tactics at that point, really, but I could have scored Our Only Way Out. And if I'd scored Our Only Way Out, I would have scored Frugal as well, so I would have got 3. So you robbed me of 3 glory by sitting on that objective, and I don't think I could have stopped you doing that either, because you had sidestep or whatever it was.
I was quite lucky because I managed to get the vital, whatever it's called, into the right thing. If I'd rolled a star, if I'd rolled a lightning, I wouldn't have been on the objective, and I wouldn't have scored Our Only Way Out, or whatever it was.
It would bind the city, and that was only 2 glory.
Yeah, but it's 2 glory. It meant I could get my things out.
It's Jiminy what ifs. What if you'd have been a bit I'd have been a bit better, then I might have won, but
I can't help being awesome.
probably not. So there we go, there's another win for Robin. It's only about 12-0 now. I'm not bitter. But I think I was hoping to play a long ways board, and I was hoping you were going to play someone offensive, and I was just going to try and keep away from you, but I still don't think that really works. I think the only real way of playing a game is to go for offensive and go for manoeuvrability, because then you can take advantage of the situation. If your whole plan is stay away from your opponent, they've only got to go for a moving objective and a moving fighty deck, and you're stuffed really, because you can just use something like Hidden Paths or Ready for Action or Fameway Crystal or some of the other cards, like you've got to end up sitting right in your opponent's half, and then you just run around the board chopping people to pieces.
I've got them too, so I could move away. I don't know. I mean, this deck relies on keeping Vortimus alive. Frozen in Time is an interesting one. It's another interesting use of Frozen in Time, because I think the Blue Horror Tome deck is pretty. It's viable in competition.
Yeah, I think you could probably do quite well in the tournament with that.
And Frozen in Time, and I was quite lucky. I have got through most of my objectives, most of my power cards, but I got all 5 out. But
all 5 of your tombs, yeah.
Yeah, but the Frozen in Time actually is brutal for it if you kill the Blue Horror at the right time, the Brimstone Horror at the right time, but it has got a double use. So I was thinking Frozen in Time pretty much is only useful against Moloch. I mean, I know it has uses against other guys, and like Gerzag maybe, and Fuel possibly.
Yeah.
I know there are other people, but nearly all the other warbands have other people who can work around.
True.
So it's lethal against Moloch because it shuts them down.
Yeah.
But actually, it will shut the Blue Horror. Potentially shut the Blue Horror out there. It's a lot more situational because you've got to get on Vortimus at the right time of day.
Yeah, you've got to have it come out at the right time. You've then got to be able to get to the Blue Horror, because if you'd have had Fameway Crystal and teleport over that side of the board, it wouldn't matter if you couldn't bring him back with Vortimus. I couldn't get to him to kill him in the first place, so I was still out of luck.
Yeah, that's true.
And I would still need a card to be able to teleport over to the other side to have a stab at him, to kill him, and then play that card and hope that it comes off. So
yeah, I had Hidden Pass in the last round. I didn't have it before that, because when you teleport, you push me back over here. And if I had it then, I would have just gone over.
Yeah,
over here. Although I might have already charged him at that point. No, I hadn't.
No, you hadn't.
No, but anyway,
the problem, I keep wanting to try different decks, but they all seem to be too situational, and I just think that I'm going to end up going back to just doing offensive decks all the time.
Well, don't tell me that.
And that's going to be boring. Because like, I've got a different warband, and I've got the first 7 or 8 cards which I took in the last warband, which are all your standard extra move and extra attack and extra all this, that and the other. And then I'll take 1 or 2 different cards based on the warband. It's just going to be the same objectives. It's going to be kill people and grab this and do that. I don't seem to be able to find a viable deck to do other things. Well, you actually managed to do it, so maybe I'm just there too, because you managed to do the tomb deck, and that did very nicely as well. Because there's no reason why Sepulchral couldn't do a tomb deck, really.
No, they're pretty good for it because the Warden can bring somebody back. So as long as you've got the Warden alive,
but you just sit him right at the back of the board,
yeah,
and just surround it. Because you could actually make him almost impervious. Because if he's really near the back, and you just move everybody to form a wall around him, you could only get to him with a range to attack.
You have got to score some glory though.
That is true.
So
that is true.
And I was really worried that extreme flank might make make it really hard without it. But I was quite lucky again. I got keep them guessing first turn, and keep the guessing is quite easy to score for these guys.
It was pretty easy for me as well, because at one point I thought I couldn't even score it, and I realised I'd already scored it by that point. I was like, oh, okay,
it's quite easy because they've got range, so you can do the charge. You don't even have to be that close. You can do the charge attack. And then as long as you've got going on guard and moving somebody and Fortimus's action, and that's it done.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's where you have to charge and attack. It can get a bit dicey, especially if you don't want to be, especially if you're trying to play passively.
I do wonder how some of the changes, especially the banning of extreme flank, has damaged the Sepulchral Guard, because they're so slow.
Yeah, I kind of almost feel like Games Workshop in the future iterations need to print warband specific versions of extreme flank. There are a couple of warbands who could really use it. So some sort of equivalent of the leader pack that had an extreme flank card for Sepulchral Guard.
For a few of the warbands,
like some sort of dress it up as some sort of tactical genius card.
However, we do sit there all the time and bemoan that the eyes of the Nine are a bit of a joke, but they've done absolutely fine this game.
They have.
I think the key is to just find a shit opponent, and you'll do fine.
My local meta.
Yes, so there we go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Do let us know if we missed any rules, but I think we pretty much got
you always say that, and we always up something.
I know.
The tactics are a bit off with our movement tonight.
Yeah, you're going to have to forgive the tactics, and I find me saying that every game more and more, so maybe that's a clue as to why I keep losing the games. So anyway, we shall see you next week with another mystery matchup in the Mirrored City. Bye!